Miami. Today we are flying Mavic 1 and Mavic 2 Pro. We got them nicely set up. We're gonna try to check out the main difference between that 1-inch sensor and the old Mavic 1 camera. Let's start with the controllers. So the Mavic 1 controller is black, 2 is gray. You can take these things off on the Mavic 2 and hide them under here, which is pretty cool because it gives you more storage in the bag. Nice thing in 2 is that there's this little cutout for the home button, which you don't see in the Mavic 1. That's kind of cool. And as far as drones, visually you can't really tell a lot of difference when you first look at them, but if you look at the details, you can see some things. For example, the wings. Mavic 2 are more quiet, so they kind of curved over here. The camera, of course, is the Mavic 2 1-inch sensor made by Hasselblad. This is a smaller sensor. This is the main purpose of this video, to check out the quality of these two guys. So let's go ahead and choose our settings. For Mavic 2, we're doing 4K, 24 frames per second, everything automatic, automatic exposure, normal profile, everything standard. Same for Mavic 1, 4K, 24 frames per second, auto exposure, normal profile, everything auto. We're not going to try out D-Log or anything like that today, just raw, plain, normal footage. Also, other than that, the battery is a little different. The Mavic 2 battery is much bigger, it's thicker, and also the indicator is round compared to Mavic 1 where you see the little dots, which indicate you the level of the battery. That's about it. Let's get these birds in the air. Okay, so now after we saw sample footage, let's take a look at the actual drones. So here on the left, we got the body of the Mavic 1, and on the right, the Mavic 2 Pro. Right off the bat, you can see some differences, of course. The camera is much bigger. We got that 1-inch sensor, which produces that high quality we just saw. Other than that, we have many more sensors. There is infrared sensor right there. On the Mavic 2, Mavic 1 doesn't have it. Ignore the Mavic 2 sticker, it's just a battery sticker for the Mavic 1. Now in the back, we got much more sensors again. 2 cameras in the back in the Mavic 2 Pro, 2 cameras on the sides of the back of it. Where on the Mavic 1, we don't see any sensors in the back at all. This gives you obstacle avoidance 360 all around the drone, but you can only have this in the P mode, which is a tripod mode. Now Mavic 1 still has some sensors, but they are only at the bottom of it and up front. So you have obstacle avoidance, but not all around, just like the 2. Now the batteries, you can see that 2 is much fatter, which gives you 5 minutes extra of flight. And trust me, 5 minutes in the air is a big deal. The design didn't change much, they fold obviously the same exact way, but I think the design was already pretty good when they did the Mavic 1, so there was nothing much to add other than just little things. As far as the size, you can tell Mavic 2 is a little bit bigger than the 1, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's higher, it's thicker, but we got all those extra features. So obviously they had to add some size. Also at the bottom you see those two yellow dots. That's two LED lights which turn on automatically at night when the drone lands and also when it lifts up. That's pretty cool. It's super bright. You can also manually turn it on whenever you want. Now let's take a look at the remotes. We have the black remote from a Mavic 1 and the gray remote from the Mavic 2 Pro. They look the same to me. They both have the screen. Everything looks exactly the same other than the sticks that you can take out on the Mavic 2 so you can save some space in your backpack or do not break them accidentally. I really like that part. Everything else, including the material, the size of the remotes, are exactly the same. The antennas are the same foldable design. The only other difference is that you get better range on the Mavic 2 Pro. With Mavic 2 Pro I was a little bit more confident because the antenna didn't even lose connection for once, where Mavic 1 was not as stable. Sometimes you could see the adjustment antenna message where the drone would tell you to adjust the antenna to get the better connection, where Mavic 2 was solid all the time. Well, that's all I got on these two drones for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave some comments below, stay tuned for the next video. Peace!